Hi, it's Mitz from My Life Mitz. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today's going to be another real-time journal with me session in my junk journal. I am participating in the Junk Journal July Challenge hosted by Meg Journals, and I will leave all her information down below. If you are interested in junk journaling, I highly recommend you check out her channel. So I'm going to be working on the prompt number 3, which is botanicals, and I know that I'm very behind, but you know what, that's okay. I hope you don't feel pressure to always have to be, on the exact same date as your calendar. So I am behind, but I'm still having a lot of fun, so I wanted to share this episode with you. I did kind of catch up, but yeah, I'm not giving myself pressure to complete the challenge every single day. So I took a photo of this beautiful hydrangea. Unfortunately, the hydrangea season is finished here in Tokyo, but this is an older photo. The hydrangea season, I will say, is around May, June, and so I just printed off a photo from that. I just use my home printer. I don't have one of those portable printers. It's just my home printer on regular copy paper, and I use one of those photo collage apps where I can combine a whole bunch of different photos on one A4 sheet. So I printed that hydrangea off. And I also used these printables from Courtney Diaz. She is Little Raven Ink, and of course I will leave her linked down below. I believe these really pretty doilies and hankies are from her June Patreon, if I'm not mistaken. And she's done these like vintage style printables in the past, and they're trickled throughout the months. But yeah, so I decided to use one of the doilies from that as the background to my journal spread. And like I said, I'm doing this in real time, so usually in my editing process I would speed this part up. It's very boring to watch me fussy cut, I think, and I would usually edit it, but I received comments that you like the real time. I did edit out, I think it was around 45 seconds of me. I was trying to fiddle around with the computer, so I did edit that part out, but everything else is pretty much real time. In I think it was about 15 minutes or so, this video, so if you have all your stuff ready to go, it shouldn't take too long to complete a journal spread. I'm just trying to figure out the type of layout that I wanted to do. I find the pre-made ephemera clusters or paper clusters extremely handy because I think they put the page, I feel like the page comes together really nicely and really simple. It's very easy to just have a background and then one of those clusters and maybe a photo or so, some washi tape. I just feel like I'm glad that I was able to do this little project with my kids prior to the Junk Journal July Challenge. And maybe during the summer break I'll create some more with them. I'm sure they love ripping up paper and stapling things. So I have decided to use a different printable. The printable is still from Courtney Diaz, but you saw me earlier. I was fussy cutting that blue doily, but I didn't end up using that one. I'm just gluing the printable down from Courtney Diaz, and the rest is pretty self-explanatory. Let me check, actually I'm going to check back in my journal here to see what I actually wrote. So I did write about the hydrangea season in Japan and how they're so beautiful here. I'm not a huge flower person, but the hydrangea season is absolutely beautiful here, and I really do enjoy it. I do have a little question for you a little bit at the end. I just need a little bit of help in terms of if I should stick down the small little ephemera piece or not, so I'll probably come back at the end of the video. But yeah, are you participating in the Junk Journal July Challenge, or maybe the One Book July Challenge, where you're creating a habit or some routine? originally I thought maybe I can create or get myself back into junk journaling again by doing this Junk Journal July challenge, but I don't want to force anything onto myself. I think with junk journaling, I will come back to it when I feel like I am ready or when I'm up to it. I don't really like forcing myself to journal things or journal in a style. You'll see, if you see my videos uploaded on my channel, you'll see me working in my Hobonichi Cousin, which is my daily journal, and it is absolutely different from junk journaling. The Hobonichi Cousin has a lot of colors, a lot of patterns, a lot of watercolor sprinkled throughout the pages, stickers and washi tapes and different designs. And then this junk journaling is definitely, in terms of like the color palette, is definitely more neutral and toned down. I use I still use a lot of stickers and washi tape, but the colorway is totally different. And I feel like we should be able to journal the way we want or the style we want when we feel like it. So I don't really want to pressure myself working in this junk journal if I'm not up to it. But I do still want to share with you my process. So like I said at the beginning of the month, I doubt that I will be doing this every single day, but I still do want to share with you the pages that I have been completing. I don't believe it's almost mid-July, and I don't believe I will be able to finish half of the prompts, but I hope you still follow me along this journey of trying to complete this notebook. I don't believe I will be able to complete this notebook in July, but I will definitely be doing like a journal with me or a junk journal with me in this notebook until it's completely finished. I really do enjoy this handmade junk journal by Two Silver Oranges. So this notebook does make me happy, and it does make me want to journal in here. So this one I will definitely continue using until I'm finished, but I don't believe it will be finished within the month of July, if that makes sense. So I'm taking my brush pen here, the Kuretake brush pen, and I just wrote I was debating if I should write a quote. I ended up just writing the title Botanicals, very simply, just in the middle there, and just added some washi tape and things to the paper cluster. And like I said, I started journaling about the hydrangea season here in Tokyo, Japan, and how I appreciate the vibrant colors when they're in full bloom, but also at the same time I appreciate the colors when they are kind of withering down. They're just so pretty, and I really do like the hydrangea season here. Sorry, I did edit this part out because I had to take I I filmed the video on my cell phone, and it's attached to a little tripod thingy, so I had to detach that, and I'm trying to film this different angle. I'm holding the cell phone with my left hand and trying my best to remain still while I try and write with my right hand. So it's a bit shaky, but I hope you enjoy this, I guess, a different type of angle in this close-up writing session. I'm using the Sailor fountain pen. I did a custom Sailor fountain pen when I went to the Ancora shop. If you are interested in that video, I will leave a link above or probably down below. But it's just a simple Sailor Prophet Junior, and inside the ink color is the, oh gosh, I forgot the name. It's not, it's in a cartridge format. I think it's called the Ryukucha. I will also leave that down below, the name of the cartridge as well. You can't really tell on this tea-dyed paper, but it's a beautiful brown color, but then it also dries to a lighter brown olive, not so much olive, but like a slight green tinge brown, if that makes any sense. But it's a beautiful ink color, and I really want to try this ink in a broader nib so that I can see the color variation when it dries. So my journaling session is finished. It was just a very simple one paragraph, And here is where I'm stuck. I don't know if I should add this little snippet here, this blue hydrangea. Do you think it's too much, or should I leave it as is without it? Please leave a comment down below. It's still right now, as at the time of filming this voiceover, I haven't stuck anything down, so it's still in my journal, and I'm still not sure if I want to have it in there or not. I end this video. I feel like the hydrangea flower photo is nice, but of course I always have to add extra embellishments here and there, and I felt like I tend to add tabs and things on photos that I tip in. So I just grabbed a scrap piece of paper that I had up top. I ripped a small little rectangular piece, and you can see here I folded it so that it can act as a tab. I just grabbed my stapler and staple it down so that I can use that as a tab. And that's pretty much it for this journal with me session. Like I said, please let me know down below if I should add this hydrangea, this blue one right here, if I should stick it down or if I should leave it as is. And I'll probably just go with the majority of comments. Thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate you. I did film another junk journal with me. I worked on the prompt envelope and pattern, if I'm not mistaken. So that will probably come up next week if I have the time to edit. And that's it for now. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.